Okay, we're on our last league match of the season. It's against LTaco. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not feeling very good today. Actually, I'm not exactly sure what's happening. I'm picking up some allergies from, I'm pretty sure it's the heat having to go back on for the first time in at least a couple weeks due to unseasonably cold weather, but yeah, not feeling the most amazing. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Looks like we have a nice Market Square donate board to start things out with, so we're going to open double Market Square. I don't remember exactly how this is supposed to work. I think you get like 3 Market Squares, and then you donate, and you get some golds, and then I'm not sure, and that is not a good 5-2 at all. Genuinely terrible 5-2, pretty sure. We'll see. I mean, I'm still second player on a donate board, so it's not like out of the question that things kinda go sour, but you want to like do 2 or 3 of the Market Square things. Longer term, like you have Wharf, you have like 1 village in Conclave, so you can probably support 2 wharves, or 4 wharves, I guess, more accurately. So this would be play Market Square, buy donate, or buy Market Square then donate, more accurately. Fortunately, we are able to do that. We keep 1 or 2 coppers around. I don't remember. I guess you keep 1 copper. You can keep 0 coppers around, like you're going to pay it off and you can rebuy the copper. I guess you don't want to. You want to keep maximum coppers around so that your next donate's a little bit less annoying for your deck to handle. Certainly. So I guess we keep two coppers around and just kind of hope for the best. I guess we don't even really need to see another Market Square this turn. This should be Market Square donate for you. I'm actually in an okay spot with the spices. May not have been the most devastating 5-2. If there hadn't been spices, it would have been a devastating 5-2. You have like 15 next turn. It should get you wharf something. Just trying to figure out how this works on my end. That. Sure. Okay, do we want another Market Square? I mean, we hit 15 next turn, so if we donate, we can potentially get 2 wharves. That is without this 4th Market Square, which is probably what we want to be doing. It's trying to get 2 wharves in the deck, like Wharf Conclave. Probably 2 wharves. Yeah. We just donate normal right here without picking up another Market Square. Although, having the extra gold wouldn't be the worst thing. If I do that, then I'm hitting 7 next turn, which would be a single wharf, which is a little bit ugly. mean, we can always... I don't know exactly how we'd be picking up more payload in the future, to be perfectly honest. I guess at some point, like, we are going to add Conclave, we are going to add Patron, so maybe we just donate out of this. Pick up our wharf. Yeah. I don't know. Let's do it this way. This will just be a single wharf. I don't know if it's like this much more valuable to have the extra gold versus more immediate whatever, but should be wharf. I'm gonna be about the same spot. I'll have more golds, but I don't know how valuable that actually is. Right. I don't know, maybe you're going to try to pick up more market squares. Did you hold any copper? No. Yeah, I'm not sure why this isn't just a instant wharf buy. No, we want another copper and we're going to donate again. I am not going to take another copper and not donate again. I am done on this stuff. Okay, this is probably a good thing to not see that. I might be off on this assessment, we'll see. The goal here is basically play wharf and buy wharf stuff. Maybe you can fit another. Like, you might be able to fit 3 warps and you've picked up enough golds. Like 8 of them. Not sure exactly. To my 7s. Like, you do have more coin. I'm just not convinced it's the most valuable thing ever. Okay, this was a perfect draw. So what? This can be like wharf, conclave. Patron, another market square. Skulk. Not really Skulk. I guess it could be another conclave potentially. No, I can't really. Well, at some point we're going to need another conclave. The problem is that it's actually going to be pretty tough to stick conclave on something productively, which is really tempting me to take a patron right now. Just to have a better chance at doing that. Although a second conclave might do about the same thing for us. And I probably want it eventually. Let's do it this way. Well, we see the conclave right away, so much for that patron. 20. Missed a wharf. I actually missed a lot. I'm going to be very, very dependent on seeing a wharf here, obviously. Into provinces. This could just be province, wharf. I don't think you can quad. You might be able to. Well, no, you're not tripling next turn. Yeah, let's just add another one of these. Probably my best bet for drawing. Could also think about like crop rotation over another wharf. That's surely just worse, right? Like they draw the same amount. Yeah. We're gonna do something funny looking, which is playing wharf first here. Basically trying to seek out Conclave. Early on in the turn. I don't know exactly what this wants to look like. Well, I'll see what you do, and then I'll see what my turn does. Pure duchies, okay. I have to watch out for farmland stuff. Well, we played everything. We get to 23. So like if we farmland twice for 2 provinces, it's probably not the greatest idea ever. So probably we're looking at needing to do some duchies here, and I mean that's allowed, right? Like that's not out of line at all. I don't know. You might be able to triple next turn, which could put me in a tight spot. Potentially farmland market square a little bit. I don't really want to take any provinces, I don't think. Yeah. So go like what? Duchy, wharf, crop rotation, certainly, duchy. I don't think that puts anything in range to pile out. No need for an estate. Better have it happen this turn for me. Because next turn's going to be a problem. It might have been overly conservative, I'm not sure. Like just trying to get a bunch of our stuff out. Yes, it was overly conservative. You can take 3 duchies here, but then I think I'm in okay position. Do some farmlanding, or if we can, take 3 provinces. I'm just kind of doing this by feel, obviously. Farmland, one of them? Apparently so. Okay. That seemed quite reasonable. I mean, I'll have potential. I need to find all 7 golds, which I don't know is the most likely thing ever. I don't think is the most likely thing ever. This is a good start at that. Certainly. Okay, now it's just fine. I just hit 25. Okay. Well, I think the 5-2 was kind of bad in the end. I think you might have over-whatevered a little bit. Over-golded, maybe not. I think it was just the 5-2 being terrible in the end there. Was what really determined that game. Unfortunately, what's Riverboat? Giant. So Riverboat sucks. How to start this out? What are we doing here anyways? This board looks sucky. Like there's not draw really, so you're not really going to be trying to build for this Inventor thing. There's not even really trashing, so I think you're mostly just trying to play like sack of loot money. So you probably want to throw some Fortune Hunter and maybe throw some Border Guard in. I'm going to start Pageant something. Maybe Pageant Border Guard. Maybe Pageant Fortune Hunter. I'm a little bit hesitant to... I'm a little bit hesitant to take Border Guard just because it kind of prevents Fishing Village, but Fisherman. But on the other hand, I think getting the extra coffer in is probably the most valuable thing I can do on this turn. And like, you're not guaranteed to see Border Guard turn 3. Probably will, but not a guarantee. And that's also not to say that I wouldn't be like taking Fortune Hunter over it. There is Crossroads for draw. I should point this out. I just think that it stinks. I think accumulating these coffers is probably my best route to hitting 6. And that seems like the real goal, as opposed to anything else. Could be on this assessment, but I doubt it. Well, I don't doubt that I'm wrong in some way. That's just the common case, right? See, here you can go like Fisherman Pageant, which I'm not actually convinced is better. Right. Okay. Do we want sack? Do we want to pick up Fortune Hunter right now? I guess we do the sack because the Border Guard is going to shuffle trigger. Right. Right. I mean, the Fortune Hunter also shuffle trigger, so if I waited until next turn, I might not actually reach 4, right? I was correct in this assessment. Is what I'm learning. This will be Fortune Hunter. Certainly. I guess I'm not going to end up with any Fishermen, which, I don't know. Border Guard might just be better, also. Given what the decks are going to end up looking like a lot of copper, a lot of, assorted other things. Sydney's fine. Discard all of these. Maybe like sack border guard. Like triple border guard. Sack border guard's fine. I want to start greening pretty soon. Not this turn, but you know. What would this be? Another Fortune Hunter plus Border Guard pair, and then we start the greening next turn. Hopefully. Sword's annoying. This is going to shuffle trigger, which is not good. Insignia. I should have played the insignia first. I'm kind of stupid that way. I think this should just be province. I guess we go like Border Guard, receive tribute. Pick up Port, Fortune Hunter, Fisherman, something like that. Yeah, let's do it. I'm afraid that I might end up being a little bit late to green. What's the last card? Like, is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I guess we could find... Well, no, we can't find out. I think it's bad. Copper. I have this hammer, which is not ideal. You can gain ports, they're fairly inoffensive. Okay, we would rather have the Border Guard, maybe? The Border Guard. Okay. This turn barely making it to province, despite having like all of these action cards. I may not have actually wanted to keep this port on second thought. Do I want to shuffle? Not really. Figurehead's good. Oh, I guess I'm shuffling anyways. Well, shoot. Nope, no provinces. I'm having an unfortunate tendency to do things that are just bad this game, like that last turn not playing the port. Because I didn't realize that Sextant was going to shuffle trigger. quartz or like silver? This hammer. Go quartz. Or another fortune hunter. Or like state. Just take quartz. I was trying to figure out like what's the least offensive thing I can do. I mean, I can put a riverboat on top. That seems terrible. Just gain a silver. I don't think we want to top deck it. No. Maybe I do. After all. Should be lantern. I think I should have been lantern. I don't think it matters a whole lot, but I still think it should have been lantern. That's turning into a pretty good turn. This may hit 16. Or not. Yeah, it does if you want it to. That is not the figurehead. I mean, this should just be province duchy, though, I think. I mean, you could go up in double province. Maybe it will be. No, okay. Reserving that capacity for later. Should probably just be double duchy, given what we saw last turn. It's a little bit scared, but like I have the figurehead coming in, and I don't know. Like, what are the chances that you have that good a turn again? There's a lot of border guards that went into it. Yeah. I mean, there's no point in risking it, right? Like, we do this, potentially we get our own double province turn a little bit later. Like, it stays out ahead of the green, which is the more important thing. I think this is just going to gain a state and then double province. That just puts me far enough out in front on the points that I'm probably going to be happy with where I'm at. Obviously, like there's time for you, but 2 duchies or 3 duchies. If I can get that duchy, I'm in good shape, which I can. Okay. Exactly enough points left. I guess I should have taken an estate. Whatever. If somehow you come back and tie this, I can assure you that I messed up. But it does not seem to be happening, I must say. I mean, you're going to need all of them, so I'm not sure what the pause is here. I should have just taken an estate on the previous turn. That was not good. I mean, there's bad things that could have happened. Alright, anyways, on to this next board. This one looks iffy. Like your only village is processioning things. So you can wear them, mull them, but then like what are you actually doing with your life? Playing a bunch of Cardinal? It's not seem amazing. There's also Delve Feodum, which definitely seems like something we should be going after, I must say. Yeah, it does. Not sure like why I would be thinking that. I think it's only one of the better things you can be doing. I guess there's some debate whether you open Steward or just go triple delve. Like, is Steward a big enough draw card to justify getting? Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna open double delve on this 4. And then it's a question of do we want Steward or not? Right. That's like it. That's like the big fancy decision of the game is do you buy Steward on the opening? And then after that it's just gain silvers for the rest of eternity. Pretty sure. Like, you can do fancy stuff and, like, try to get up to Buried Treasure, Cabin Boy, whatever. But, like, at some point you're just producing as much money as you would if you had just gotten the silvers in the first place, and so it's not really worth doing. I'll see what you do. Like, if you do anything other than triple delve, I'm going to take the Steward. Let me just get that out of the way. Yeah, I think we'll just get the never exchange out of the way, so that we don't have to worry about this. At some point, I don't know if I'm going to want to turn it back on, but for now, I certainly have no desire whatsoever to not be taking silvers. Okay, I'm going to match the Steward then. Take +2 cards off of this. I think. And just go like 4 silvers also. Right? Like, I mean, we'll have the estates in there. Yeah. Otherwise, what are we doing? Like, I guess we're just doing 3 silvers. And I'll do 2 more silvers. And then next turn we'll start on the Feodum. Unless you buy one right here, in which case I'll take a Feodum. Like, I'm just gonna do stuff to match you. Is the deal. I think, like, if we're both going this route, stuff's gonna be essentially random. What our deals end up being, so we might as well Falconer. It's interesting. I mean, that's going to be gaining Feodum directly, which seems fine. I don't know. This will be. I mean, I'm gonna start taking Feodum now. I think the time is here. Especially since I have to be competitive against Falconer gaining them. I think the turn that I didn't take Falconer, 3 silvers was better. Actually, surely you're better off gaining silver with the... Well, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, we're splitting Theta evenly, which is fine. Probably just want to keep taking silvers until, like, ever. Every third silver's a bonus. We'll see how things work out. You trashed your 2 estates. I don't know if that's going to be impactful. Might be. Three more silvers. Gosh, these games are boring. Okay, well, here's the end of these. Certainly want those 2. Okay, that means I won the split, doesn't it? Like 21-19. State good. Are we really going to see any of this stuff ever again? Probably not. Now it's just like buried treasure, duchy. Probably buried treasure, go after provinces. Or, province when we can. No way. Not really no way, just amusing. Like, I don't think I'm complaining about that one. They make 2 buried treasures over province. Probably not a great idea. Farmland. A little scary. You've got to be kidding me. You have 1 Falconer. Oh, man. I'm totally losing this game. I mean, we can't province duchy, right? We have to be taking... I mean, shoot. We have to be taking double duchy, don't we? Or we could take double buried treasure. Like, at some point I'm going to have to go for it, but I don't want to go for it with the cabin boy out there. Well. 2 duchies, buried treasure, duchy, buried treasure province. Like, if I'm going to take province now, we take province buried treasure. And we'll just do that. And hope for the best. Let's see it. You are not immediately taking 2 coins out of this, which means that I've won. Amazingly. Yep. Was it deserved? Not really. Would it have been deserved if I lost? Not really. It's just a... No, it's just a crapshoot. Total crapshoot. I made the wager and I won on it, which, like, I could have totally drawn that next hand that you saw instead, and I would have lost instead, and that would have been sad, but again, I don't think there was really anything that anybody could do about that one to make things work better. Anyways, on to this next game, where we're going to open silver something. We want 5 costs, specifically like Highwayman, Rice Broker, and basically trying to figure out whether we want to put a bard in or not, or rather we just rather have another silver. I guess we can put the bard in. Like, eventually Rice Broker could trash the bard. It's not a great way to think about it, but like, I think there's enough good things that can happen from your bard that you want to open it. This will be Hamlet now, right? Right? I think it'll be C chart. I mean, the C chart's not going to do anything initially. Probably just have it be Hamlet. Okay, and then this will be Rice Broker. I don't know what the ordering on, like, Rice Broker versus Highwaymen is. Like, do you take 2 Rice Brokers first? Do you take Rice Broker, then Highwayman, then Rice Broker? Should you actually be taking Highwayman first? I don't know. I'm going to prioritize Rice Broker first, with the idea that it probably keeps me cycling, and if I manage to collide it with our bard, I'm not, like, the saddest person ever. Not that I'll be the saddest person ever no matter what. Like, that's not something that I think I'm capable of from a game of Dominion anyways. But, you know. That was not a great Sun's Gift. When you get Sun's Gift, you really like it to be turn 3, not 4. In this case, you're just going to have to discard everything in hopes that you see your Rice Broker a little bit sooner. Which probably you do. It might be okay. Or discard all but the Hamlet, maybe. I don't know. I'm also kind of assuming that you hit 5 up there, which isn't guaranteed. Like, you would potentially be buying Hamlet on 4. Turn 3, like, you see 4 coppers, and then here you see Bard, 2 estates, 2 coppers, which would suck. But otherwise you want to discard everything, even if your silver's in there. Pretty sure. Maybe not. I mean, you might think that you can hit 5 next. Like, if you can hit 5 again next turn, probably you're actually pretty happy with leaving the silver. Well, in any case, you're not shuffling, so... Okay, that was a useless ass boon. Am I hitting 5 down the way here? I am not. So, I need to make a decision whether I want another Rice Broker more badly than I want a Highwayman in my life. The answer is I'm going to want this Highwayman. Yeah. Or we could go like Rice Broker and then pick up C chart on our not 5. That's a possibility. Also. Right. I mean, I'm not shuffling anyways. Yeah. Youch. You just take a C chart. Maybe. Just take a Hamlet. Just take a Snake Witch. I don't know. I might trash this Hamlet. Just as a matter of Yeah, I don't know. What I want is another rice broker. That's better than the crew stuff. I mean, you saw the crew right away, so it's not that clear. It's gonna miss for sure. Don't discard. I see chart. Miss 5 again. This is not going to be pretty. Yeah, I'm losing it. C-chart probably gives me the most reach. I'm not going to need to play multiple terminals next shuffle, that's for sure. So... I mean, you got the crew thing going. Could be okay. These C charts being amazing. Is there anything that could... Yeah, there is. Like that. That said, I'm just going to discard C chart state right. Like I'm not shuffling there. There's the Highwayman in there, but that's ambitious. It's way over ambitious. So this can instead just be like Rice Broker Hamlet. Or Rice Broker C chart. Do I really need more Hamlet? Maybe not. Rice Broker Leprechaun already? Maybe. Yeah, at some point we'll want to pick up more draw. But I can also wait it for a future turn. This is awkward starting hand. This is my only Hamlet, and I'm plausibly going to want to get plus buy out of it, which means, well, no, I'm not going to want to get plus buy out of it. I don't have the Highwayman out, so chances are I'm not hitting that big a number. Although I may still want to get a buy out of it because I might want to pick up like Hamlet Leprechaun. Could also Rice Broker a C chart. Just make sure we find that Highwayman. Kind of like that move. Not that it matters the order I do these in. No. No, we don't want Leprechaun yet. There's only 6. Gross. Yeah, we do want Leprechaun yet. Hamlet Leprechaun. Hamlet crew. We do want crew. Maybe Hamlet to go with it. This is a lot of C charts. Mostly. Yeah, Hamlet C or with another C chart. I don't know how much Hamlet I actually need. It's a lot of C charts and a lot of Rice Brokers. That's what it is. 3 C charts, 3 C charts, 2 Rice Brokers, some other stuff. Actually, copper state. Probably want to end up drawing fully next turn, which means I'm going to rice broker a sea chart. Let's see, we said there were 3 sea charts in here, which means the sea chart's definitely hitting. Okay. May need to end up getting these last 2 Hamlets this turn. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm trying to do this game. Like, I'm just hoping that at some point stuff works out. You get a Snake Witch. It could be kind of irritating. Okay. Do it this way. Okay. Okay, that was really bad. Like, unfathomably bad. Let's just grab these last 2 Hamlets. Highwayman's going into the shuffle. That's at least a little bit of an improvement over some previous turns. It's not really an improvement. Like, I would have loved to have been doing the good stuff, so to speak, but, you know, slowly getting trashed down. And a wish for a rice broker. I say as I've somehow trashed two C charts. Not loving it. Not loving it. I don't know if the crew is better than Journeyman. I mean, the problem with last turn was I bottom decked these 2 Hamlets. That was the primary problem with last turn. Right. Ignore everything else. What happened last turn was I bottom decked my 2 villages. That is number 7. So you do not get to Leprechaun for whatever. You do get a Wisp, which is really nice seeming. Alright, let's see your output. I mean, the thing is I don't actually want to be dependent on rice brokering action cards for draw. Like, that sucks. I mean, we can do it. We can continue doing it. It's just... like, we can be buying, like, off of 2 coins, like Snake Witch, Sea Chart, whatever. But I feel like I can also get consistent by doing, you know, this other stuff. Anyways, this game doesn't feel good. You just take the last 2 C charts plus like a Highwayman or something. More rice broker. And the last 2 C charts. Huh? Maybe? And I don't think there's any like pile out threat from me. Let's be real. I don't think I'm drawing anywhere close to well enough for that to be the case. Now you're figuring out whether you want to triumph. The answer is no. You don't. I wonder if you do if I could make it work. Another Leprechaun, huh? I'm gonna try to get this done with just copper. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Yeah, it's a bunch of estates in there. But we can probably make it work out okay. There's a wish or something. Yeah, right. Okay. What are we buying? Like Crew Snake Witch? I think it's fine. Need a little bit more draw in the deck so I can get back to the Highwayman. I should have enough terminal space for that. I don't think another Highwayman's really in order. I don't know about this being a crew. I guess we also have the Wish in there. I wonder. Like, the Wish can go into whatever. Rice Broker, Journeyman. It's like if we ball for Sea Witch, Snake Witch, Sea Chart, Snake Witch, Snake Witch. I don't think that lowers stuff too much. It might. But the idea being we can Rice Broker a action of some kind. Might be a little bit sketchy. I also don't know, like, realistically how much money I can actually produce in a turn. Like, is this anywhere close to being ball for stuff being anywhere close to being a possibility? Probably not. I can get up to 5 buys, so like if I can execute a full turn and somehow that produces 20, we're in a good spot. I don't think it produces 20, just putting it out there, but potentially we can like wish for, I don't know, 2 kilns. That doesn't seem realistic. Is there any way to make this a reasonable ask of the deck? Probably not. This will more be a see what you do. Okay. Like, if I can actually go out there and gain 2 Rice Brokers maybe I have enough to get to 15. The last turn I think was most of my payload, and that wasn't exactly an inspiration for how much money I had. No. I mean, the good news is I don't think you're drawing, so we don't really need to worry too much about that. Okay, we're going to rice broker a sea chart because I want to find the Leprechaun at an appropriate time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I curse you? Maybe. Do I want to curse you? More accurately. How much payload do I actually have? Another interesting question, isn't it? I haven't been taking buys, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can get up to 3, but... Well, if I curse you, and I take 2 rice brokers... Let's think about this. This can just get played, it's not hitting. I'm going to trash the Snake Witch. Do we even have to trash the Snake Witch? Can we just hold it? Like, this is all estates, right? So, considering that I'm not hitting 15 by any stretch, and it's not all estates, it has like copper. So we're not coming very close to 15. What I want is a province. Do I want anything other than a province? Maybe not. Well, yeah, of course we do. We want to take like gold Highwayman with these wishes and just make sure that I'm drawing for sure next turn. Or Kiln Highwayman. No, I can't go Kiln Highwayman. Okay, gold Highwayman. Like triple triumph. Maybe like province Snake Witch triumph. Oh, I'm hesitant to don't do the Snake Witch. Let's do a copper instead. Just like maintain some small ability to reach a number potentially. Well, you're taking buys, but I'm not so convinced that you have the draw. If you could empty a state and like double triumph, that would be a win. Which, if you do, hats off. I think it's going to be possible for you to win here. You do the estates, you double triumph, probably that's a win. You can rice broker some action cards. I don't know, like nondescript action cards. Leprechaun, sure. Maybe you do have the draw. I'm thinking you have the draw. You have one more rice broker in there, so it can hit the Leprechaun. Yeah, okay. You take out the estates, you double triumph, you win. I don't think there's actually anything I could do about this. Maybe like last turn I triple triumph instead, and then I am still losing. I don't think there is a defense against this. Should say the Highwayman can be something else. Anyways, this'll win fairly easily. Just empty estate on me. 7 points plus 2 triumphs is like more than enough. Must be for gold. Or estate, sure. Yeah. Well. Also, I'm just gonna put out there that not taking the one estate would not have mattered. You still would have been able to pile this with ball. Let's see, that was my start. How unfortunate. I don't know. I think we were about equivalent early. I probably messed up the end game of that one somewhat. I'm not exactly sure how, but alright. What's under here? Augers. Okay, so there's Draw and Hunter. That's probably going to be a very important pile. Is Trashing and Replace, sure. Start is Craftsman Launch. I'm thinking just get that Replace in deck right away. Yeah. That seems reasonable. There's Lamp here, which means we're going to want to deal with that at some point, which might not mean that we do Replace right away. It may mean we look at, like, I don't know, Hunter or even Ferryman. Just to get stuff in a little bit quicker. Different cards in a little bit quicker. Longer term, you do have Collection in this game, which there's enough cheap actions that's probably going to be your big focus. Anyways. So we'll start Craftsman Launch. And work it from there. Pick up Hunter, then Ferryman, I think. We don't do the replaces early. It's my take anyways. I don't know. Like, you could. If you put in a replace early, you do have this launch, so like you can't handle terminals. It's just, I don't know. And I'm certainly going to launch. I think that's better than a second Craftsman. So we're going to gain something. Hunter, replace, probably Hunter. Just cycle a little bit extra. I guess it could also be Ferryman. I mean, Herb Gather definitely cycles. Right. There's one thing Herb Gather does. It is cycle. Yeah. Let's try it this way. We want to tax. What would you even be buying? Collection? Replace? I don't even know. Maybe we should tax something. I'm gonna tax launch. Tax silver. Do you need another one of those? Do it anyways. Do we play Herb Gatherer first before launching? Yeah, we do. Rotate? I don't think so. This will be Hunter. It could have been like Chariot Race. I'm not sure how much benefit I got out of any of it, really. This one I do have nearly enough to pop the lamp. I'm just not sure it's valuable in like any way to be doing so. We can consider adding collection here over whatever else. Pop a Chariot Race in with it, or pop a Hunter in, like buy Hunter next turn off the Herb Gatherer. Assuming I don't find it with the Ferryman. That might actually be the way to go about things. I'm kind of liking that idea. Let's have like a clean shuffle. Yeah, okay, so I think this is going to be a collection gain. Next turn's buying Hunter. Buying. Imagine that. Whoa, there's a lot of Ferryman. I mean, I might miss. I have to bottom deck an estate. Should be pretty ugly if I were to miss that. But like, what's the alternative? The alternative is I end up with a Chariot Race. No biggie. Maybe taxing. Tax. More silver. Tax collection. Apparently we're just going to miss entirely. Okay. Buy Chariot Race, buy Cave, probably buy Cave. That was not missing the Herb Gatherer was not part of the plan here. That was the 1 out of 6 that I was going to be really sad, apparently, and what do you know? I'm really sad. Alternatively, if you were to tax something, I would, be buying Cave or Chariot Race, one of the two. ultimately you decide you don't want to, which I think is probably correct. This should be a hunter buy. So we'll just take the cave. The herb gather's sitting right there, which is a fine place for it. Maybe I didn't want this cave. I could be buying hunter right here. But I guess we're just going to buy Chariot Race instead, or are we going to launch? It is an option that we launch instead and just leave the collection. Like, this is an okay shuffle. Emphasis on okay. Let's do it this way. Don't rotate. Okay. It's fine. This way we can launch out to get the, Craftsman, if necessary, with this collection. And grab Hunter. Which will be fine. It will not be necessary. We want this out, I think. I mean, it can't hurt to have it out, right? What's your alternative? Like, gain Hunter, gain Chariot Race? That actually sounds a lot better. This does not pop. I'm going to say it does, but it just doesn't. It doesn't at all. It comes pretty close. It does come pretty close. If I hadn't taken the Chariot Race last turn, it might have. Would have been tough. Well, maybe not. Certainly we're going to. Oh no, it can, right? Like, I have the 3 coin. No, I don't have 3 coins coming in. Shoot. I do not have 3 coins coming in any sense. You might have gotten there. That'd stink. And I won 3 games, so, I'm not going to be depressed. But I do like winning more than 3, I guess. Yeah. And I also like, I wonder how to do this. Like, what are we gaining with this Craftsman? Spoils? Like, not spoils, Bandit Camp? I mean, I think certainly we want to do our thing. I think this is totally worth launching over and taking another hunter. I mean, I have the stuff to do it. It's just, can I make it next turn? There's a decent chance. This is not going to work very well. This is all not stuff. Anyways. Okay, let's make it so that this Ferryman goes over the shuffle. I guess we'll play Chariot Race first. Discard here. Chances are I'm not making it to anything spectacular. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Gross. This time we can play Craftsman and then launch. I guess we probably don't want to. We probably want to like do a single copper. Or collection copper, rather. Trying not to pay too much attention to what's happening over there, but I suspect the hunters are not long for this world. Right. I'm just barely missing a couple times. Yep. Ouch, you're already at 6. This could actually be 7-8, which would be... Well, then we just have to get the Ferryman going correctly. That's what the deal is then. So, start rotating, because... Man, I'm gonna need Sybil. This Craftsman will have to gain Hunter. Okay. I can pop now. Guess. Definitely rotate. We want Chariot race. I mean, it can't hurt that much, can it? Better than taxing something? Probably better than taxing something. I mean, the hope will be to get Sibyls, but if I have to get Acolytes, so be it. It's kind of just a turn late. Obviously. We need to pick up another collection at some point. And by another, I mean like 3 or 4. A little bit of a funky move there. Like, I feel like you would have wanted to do, you know, something to pick up collection before. Before this shuffle trigger. Which maybe you think the Bandit camp's handling it okay. It's possible. I feel like you will probably want to replace at some point. Oh, you'd rotate it for me? That's so kind. Oh, maybe it's not that kind. Maybe you're just going to get all the Sibyls. Never mind, you're just going to get all the Sibyls. Shoot. Well, it's still probably kind, because I need to draw a lot more than you do, and if you're not getting, you know, all the Sibyls, then if you're even just getting 2 of them, I think it's probably advantageous for me to be able to get those last two. Assuming my deck goes functional, which is not looking like it potentially actually is. I guess I should just take the collection out of here and add the Ferryman, because this is how I draw. The last two wishes can be for collections, This is how we're trying to make it work. I still think it was extremely kind of you to be rotating to that. I don't think it's going to help me in this game, it helped me in this game. I don't think it's going to make me win this game, but... really? Put a wish on top? Man. Could at least be something like a copper so I don't feel bad about it. See, I think you should have left it at Sorceress and just taken a couple of those. Start giving me curses. Because, you're drawing. You were drawing everything you could possibly want, and if you didn't draw something you wanted, just adding more Ferryman would do it for you. Whereas I, desperately needed the Sybils. I think I messed up the one turn where I took, Chariot Race over discarding the whatever, but... Let's see. Launch, play Herb Gather, get to the sorceresses. I don't think I'm looking at any sort of potential win for me here. Seems rather far-fetched. I'm going to need to take 2 collections off Wishes, 1 collection off Craftsman. Yeah. It's just not going to work out. Somehow need you to dud, which... I need me to not dud, which apparently is also, Bandit Camp, huh? Oh, you still had a launch to go. Exciting. Should rotate that. So, let's see. If I'm going to win this game, apparently it's not going to be like this. Am I just not going to find anything? That could also happen. Okay. I am finding stuff at least. There's another Sybil in there, so I'm going to take the Hunter now. Do we want to launch? Yeah. Oops. Do. We could clear this first. Which maybe we want to do. Not really gaining anything by giving you curses at the moment. mean, it's probably still a state. And if it's not, I'll be happy for it to be wish, right? So let's wish for collection, Craftsman a collection. What are we buying? Like double Chariot race? Just... I mean, I gotta lower stuff because if I win, it's gonna be because you have a dud turn. And I want to actually be able to take advantage of that. You are not having a dud turn. Yeah. That is definitely not what we were looking for there. Gotta say. Alright. Yeah, that's enough. I mean, I left it where you could easily win it because that was how I was going to possibly win. And that was not the required turn. All right, what do we got here? Frigate. But that's not really that. Well, you're going to play with it probably, but it's not like the end all be all of this board. Yeah, this is essentially single gain, so, you're basically trying to run Hunting Lodge, maybe Mystic, I don't know. Maybe we start, like, trading post Ratcatcher, I'm thinking. I like Pooka, but I think the trading post is actually really valuable here just because, I can go Trading Post Warehouse instead. It's going to be Trading Post something. I think the Trading Post is really valuable here because it kind of maintains your payload as you go. This ends up being trading. I guess the other thing we could think about is like going Pooka Ratcatcher with the idea that we can pick up Trading Post pretty quick. Because you can also pick up Hunting Lodge pretty quick. This way. Trading Post Warehouse. I'm not overly confident in this start. Like, I could see getting completely beat up by a Pooka. As it is. I'm going to Warehouse because I just want a little bit of cycle in the deck. It's not really going to help with hitting a number, but it will help getting back to the Trading Post a little quicker. Potentially. Do we want Hunting Lodge? Do we want like a Fisherman? This could be Fisherman, and the next turn buys Ratcatcher. That sounds pretty okay. Maybe Smithy. I mean, if we're doing either of these things, we're probably not looking at Pooka in the longer term. So I'm kind of tempted by Smithy. With the idea that maybe we're going to get to like Mirror Hunting Lodge or something. Could draw the Trading Post dead just as easily, but, you know. You just live with these things. If it draws Trading Post Warehouse, then we're sad. If it doesn't, then we're probably pretty happy with that decision. I might end up skipping Frigate. Like, it's not that hard to work around. Ratcatcher. Okay, this is fine. We're just going to take Hunting Lodge now. And then we'll get another Hunting Lodge this turn. I think? No. Well, maybe. It'll be a decision to make. That's an estate, so I'm going to clear out the last estate, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably get another Hunting Lodge. Just eat the curse. Hunting Lodge is good, you know? Helps you play stuff. You need a trader to do receive tribute. Doesn't seem very good. Mirror Frigate. Might as well start on him. I mean, we have enough terminal space. It is coin. Let's do it. It should marginally mess some stuff up over there. I don't know how much it actually does, but you know. It seems worth having in deck. Like, if you can hit 8 with it, you're pretty happy. Like, if I can hit 8 again, I'm happy, because then we can mirror Hunting Lodges, probably like Hunting Lodges, pair of Mystics, and then green. We might not even need the Mystics. Like, we go Fisherman, Frigate, we just need to put 2 silvers together. Yeah. And just like making sure the deck can get everything done that it wants to. Okay. Okay. Maybe another set of Hunting Lodges first. Yeah, I think it should be another set of Hunting Lodges first for you. I think I could afford the frigates already. Well, clear enough what to do here. Right. Would have liked to have trashed, but if you don't, you don't. How do you feel about this shuffle? Not very good. We don't have to make it. Just get ourselves another pair of Hunting Lodges, or start greening. I just start greening. Or we could get ourselves another pair of Hunting Lodges. Like, you're probably still a turn away because you still need to buy Frigate. Yeah. And this way we're just like taking 0 chances. Okay. More Frigate. Actually, just cut this. I mean, I got everything done. We could go after a trash. Probably we want to. We have a hunting lodge in there, so it's fine. We'll see if we can match these. Probably. Maybe we can kind of just stop. I guess we want to clear this last card, whatever it is. Oops. Can we sustainably province every turn? I'm guessing the answer is yes. We'll find out. Won't we? Won't we? I'm quite willing to go. Well, should I be willing to go into a tie here? Probably not. I have more hunting lodges. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we should be willing to go into a tie here. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have more deck consistency. I may even have more deck consistency starting right now. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna think I'm gonna have us do duchies. I think I will have us do duchies. I mean, assuming that you province here, which I kind of have to. fine with this. Like, there's hunting lodges in there. Or there's a hunting lodge in there anyways. I don't really want to go too far down on the silvers, but that's Frigate. I'm quite willing to go to every last duchy. There's 3 of them. Let's see if we can get the copper trashed out. Yeah, we just want to be content with this, though. Right. Yeah. Kind of waiting for you to play maybe both frigates in the same turn. Okay. Oh, you didn't play any frigates that turn. Did you last turn? Fisherman hunting lodge. Well, if we've gone this far, let's just do the last one. I'm confident in my deck. All we have to do is buy province. It'd be really hard to lose if we can buy province. How do you buy duchy last turn? Silver's Fisherman. Okay. Do I do estates? Question. Probably not. That has some good hunting lodges in it. Yeah. Just stop. Will it be a tie? Looks like yes. Yes, it will be. I mean, you filled your deck with a bunch of crap, but seems like it's probably not enough crap. Well, maybe it's going to be enough crap. No, it's not enough crap. All right. Alright, well, 3.5, we'll hope that ends up being enough to promote, but it's kind of on edge. 18.5 is not the most amazing result ever. Maybe I should have gone to estates on that one. I didn't really love either of my losses. I feel like those were both probably winnable games. So, well, we'll try to do better next time in League, whenever that is. Whether it's in A, whether it's in B, we'll find out later. Other members of the division are waiting to overtake me. But hopefully the plus 0.5 on this one works out. And so until then, I'll see you all.